Hey everyone, and welcome to Teaviews at Zen with Sven.
And we're here today at Galerie Ganache with Annelies. Hi Annelies.
Hi.
Could you tell me something more about Galerie Ganache?
Galerie Ganache is a feel-good house where you can watch art. It's an art gallery and where you can have coffee or tea with premium chocolates.
Alright, super. I saw you chose Anne van Steenkiste for your teas. Why did you choose her?
I chose her because I like the woman behind it. I know she takes very good care of her tea. She controls the whole process. She goes to China. She knows her farmers. She knows it's without any pesticide.
Okay.
So that's what I like about her tea.
Alright,
Yeah.
great. So your shop is all about chocolate and art. Now, which tea would you prefer? And could you give us some tips regarding the food pairing with chocolate?
I would go for the chai masala. It warms you up. And it's it's with a lot of herbs. And with this tea, I would take like dark chocolate with high in cacao, and maybe with some other herbs as well. Then it would blend good together.
Okay, interesting. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now let's taste some teas. So for our first tea tasting, we're here today with Michael and Michiel, who are both very much into tea. Our first tea is going to be a white tea called Silver Needle. And the reason because it's called Silver Needle is because it has these little hairs on top of it. And it kind of looks like small needles floating on top of your tea. So first thing is charisma, or the coziness of Galerie Ganache. Also, we're doing a review on the uniqueness, so things that make this place extra cozy. And last thing is obviously the tea itself. So how well is it served? What are the flavors and so on? So let's start. So the white tea is quite subtle. Also pretty sweet for a tea, which is normally more bitter.
I like it because it's not that bitter. Especially for the time of day, it's early. I like my tea sweet.
So for tea talent, what would you give out of 5?
With tea talent, you mean the serving of the tea?
Yeah, like the serving skills and also the flavor.
I think I go for a 4. A 4.
Okay.
Yeah, same for me.
All right,
It
that's
is-
pretty easy. So 4 out of 5 for both
Yeah.
of you. I would go for a 3.5. Yeah, we're doing halves today because of this. I'm not a big fan of bags, but also because of the temperature skills. But for flavor, I would go for a 4. So it's like a 3.5, 4. Because the flavor is it's perfect.
It's something, in the temperature, I don't mind the temperature. It's something you can, like, I was doing it just now, off guard drinking. So it's not too hot, it's not too cold.
Yeah, it's immediately ready to drink.
Yeah, it's ready to drink.
We also got some chocolates to go with our tea. I love food pairing. One of our next episodes is going to be about food pairing. Right, so have a go. I love this one.
It's really nice. At first you have like some spiciness and then the tea breaks through. Yeah, it's nice.
Exactly. And it goes very well with the subtleness of the white tea. It's not too overpowering.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I get a taste, a very floral taste of it.
Yeah.
That one that I tasted first because I'm hasty and I didn't taste the same one as you first. I found more citrusy, more citrus notes.
Yeah. This one would go very well with an Earl Grey.
It's an Earl Grey
think?
chocolate.
Oh yeah. that explains. So our next tea is Coup de Fleur. It's a flower tea. So an infusion actually. Let's go for it.
Yeah, sure.
I get the first hits are really flower shop.
Yeah, the chamomile, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like roses.
This is, you know, I know it's sacrilegious, but a floral iced tea for in the spring, like in a patio, like
Oh yeah.
old English ladies drinking floral iced tea.
The thing is, if you got chamomile in something, it has a tendency to overpower again. I think this is not the case here.
No, I would just say maybe I'm just a noob in tea, but I think you have a whole lot of flowers in it.
Reminds me of breakfast with bread, marmalade, like orange marmalade and honey.
Oh yeah, that would go great. Yeah, they also selected a passion fruit chocolate to go with it. This goes perfect with the tea. So I'm going to go ahead. For me, this is like the 4.5.
4.5?
Because of all the flowers. I think it's very difficult to combine flowers and not make them stand out too much. So they like blend in.
What do you miss for 5?
Good question. I don't think anyone would get a 5. Well, I gave a 5 the previous episode. I don't know, like an extra, something that I didn't expect in a flower tea, perhaps.
I'm skeptical because I'm not that kind of a herby person for the next one, so I'm going to give it a 4.5 because I like it more.
Okay.
Maybe I'm more of a old English lady in the springtime with nice tea flower.
Okay, all right. Fair enough. How about you?
I have to go with a 4.5 as well. I need to leave some space to be better for the last one, but it was definitely better than the first one. I liked it much more. The flavors were more outstanding, not too overpowering, more pronounced.
Yeah, you could taste like different flowers in it. It wasn't like you were chewing on a bucket of potpourri, which I was expecting. To be fair,
Yeah,
I was expecting
exactly.
just to be like potpourri in my face, but no, you had like the chamomile and the lavender, and you had different kinds of flowers. You could.
Exactly. Now, let's spill the tea here. What do you think of Galerie Ganache?
Well, I'm more of an artsy person, so I'm going for a 4.5. Not the perfect one, because I like the lighting here. It's very cozy. It's very, and then in the front, it's more the artsy. And I didn't visit below where the art is more revised. But I like the art, the setting. I like it. Yeah, and then a whole lot of chocolate. So.
What do you think of the coziness?
I would give it a 3.5. I think
Okay.
the back part is much more cozier than the front. The front looks a little bit more chic, which goes with the nice English tea house, I would say. But I myself prefer a more cozy, slightly darker atmosphere with.
Yeah, exactly. So that's
yeah.
why I would go for a 3.5 as
Yeah.
well. Because it's personal, right?
Yeah.
I like the one you described also more. So
Can I readjust?
Yeah.
I'm going to say 3.5 as well. I'm going to extract a full
Okay.
point because a couch or some
yeah,
couch
that
here,
would be great.
here in this area with this lighting and this atmosphere with the cozy music on the background. A couch or some
Okay.
couches to sit.
Right. But I would like to add for uniqueness, this goes to a 4.5 for me. Because you have like the regular bar thing and you have the art gallery as well.
True.
And the chocolates.
Yeah.
So that's like,
It's triple. It's multi-flowered.
For me, it also like the chocolate adds a lot to it, to the uniqueness. A not so common idea. Most of the time, you find like cookies or cake or
Yeah,
anything
exactly.
paired with tea or coffee. And chocolate is really unusual, and I like the aspect of discovering flavors together with tea, with something else. That's a nice idea.
so out of 5.
4.5.
Okay, cool. You?
I've never seen a place like this, so to go with a uniqueness score, I think 4.5.
Let's go on to the next tea then. So our last tea is the chai masala. It's more like a very spicy tea. When we got the tea, it's like instant herbs, spices, very powerful spices. Very traditional for India. Yeah, have a go.
Yeah, the cloves really hit you in the face if you just smell it alone. It's like,
Yeah, exactly.
I also get the cinnamon,
Yeah.
the kind of sweetness of the cinnamon. Maybe also cardamom.
Yeah, exactly. I think there's cardamom in
yeah,
it.
I think for most have the cloves and then cardamom, and I don't really get maybe my palate isn't refined enough.
What interests me as well is the color. You're probably not going to see this.
Yeah, it's like kind of shiny orange.
Yeah, that's what I like about black teas and darker oolongs. They have this orange-brown color.
This one goes well if you sit inside next to the fireplace if you have one. I don't have one.
Yeah, me
But I
neither.
imagine it goes.
We have
See,
two
you're
fireplaces who don't work.
True. So you're imagining the fireplace and the warm feelings.
Yeah.
So for me, this is a perfect tea in winter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's kind of warming, heating up your body, and
it's like it has the glue wine spices in it,
yeah,
like the cloves and
Gives back a little bit of energy.
true. So out of 5,
the smell is really overpowering for me. But when you taste it, it completely just transforms. You have more tastes, you have more taste depthness. So for that, I'm giving it a 3.5.
okay,
Because the taste really puts me off. I'm not that kind of close person.
okay,
I like the taste better than the smell.
Yeah,
the smell
that's-
was too overpowering,
Yeah.
so that's what makes it for me better again. I'm like, yeah, in between. I think I would also go for a 3.5.
yeah.
True.
So for me, first off, the color is like perfect. Then I think because it's winter, this would make me choose a 4. Because it's really perfect for this season. So that was it for today. I hope you guys liked it.
Yeah, a lot.
Sure. It was nice to be in front of the camera for once.
So I liked it as well. So thank you very much for watching. That was it for this episode. Thank you guys for participating. If you like this video, please subscribe below or leave a comment if you got some suggestions or tips and tricks. Maybe places you would like to see reviewed. And I'll see you next time.